Howdy folks, welcome to War Thunder with the mighty Jingles. Patch 1.31 is upon us. Check it out. New hangar screen. Technically it's not really a hangar screen, I suppose. We're sitting on the taxiway on the airstrip itself. It's the same for all the nations. The various airplanes in the background switch depending on which nation you're looking at. So obviously with the good old US of A, with Uncle Sam, you got the Liberator, a B-17, a P-38. You switch to the Germans and you've got a HE-111. You've got Focke-Wulf over there, Bf-109 over there, and the same for the Russians, and the same for the British, and the same for the Japanese. So, lots and lots and lots of new changes in patch 1.31. Not everything that we were expecting to arrive for patch 1.31 has arrived yet, although it is on the way soon. A lot of the stuff that was promised is here. Lots of new aircraft, premium aircraft, changes to the flight models, changes to the damage models. There's one particular feature that I didn't realise was coming, and it is so massively annoying. Oh, there it is. There it is. There we go. This. You know how many PMs I get and squad invites when I'm playing. Previously, when I'm recording a video and people were sending me PMs, I could ignore the spam because all I had to do was just not click this button. The only indication that I was receiving lots and lots and lots of new PMs and squad invitations was this icon would light up like that. Now, every single time somebody sends me one of those, or every single line of text, it's impossible to ignore. It just pops up in this really annoying pop-up window, and I'd like to track down the person responsible for thinking, oh, I think that's a good idea, why don't we put that in the next patch, and stab them in the eyes. Because unfortunately it's just something there's no way of turning it off. Another genius decision from Gaijin. So you're just going to have to put up with constant pop-ups interrupting whatever I'm doing in my video, because people won't stop sending them. And it's, you know, it's really, it's annoying on another level, because I mean, if you look at this, people are just generally, they're just saying, how you doing? Yeah, big fan. Watching your vids. Want to continue, you know, so on and so on. Love the new update. Hello, Jingles. Big fan of yours. Please don't stop the YouTube videos. You know, it's just people being nice. Previously, I could ignore people being nice until I'd finished recording. Now, no, it's in my face. It's in your faces as well, because it's getting captured while I'm recording, and there's nothing I can do about it. They weren't smart enough to include an option to turn it off. So that's going to continue popping up all the way through my videos in future. So, sorry folks. Anyway, what stuff didn't make it in the patch 1.31 live today? Things like, I know a lot of people are looking forward to Squadrons. Feature's not available yet. It's coming very, very soon, however. Another thing that I in particular was desperately waiting for in patch 1.31 was economic changes. You can see here, there's my B-17E, the rank 13 B-17. Well, one of the two rank 13 B-17s. But I'm rank 14 in the US Air Force. Unfortunately, I can't afford to buy the second. And this winds me up as well. It's just the way the tech trees are arranged in War Thunder. The fact that there are two rank 13 B-17s. And I can't just buy one and then get the rank 14. No, I have to buy both. I mean, I probably want to buy them both anyway because they're B-17s. But I'm sitting here at rank 14 in the US Air Force, and I'm sure this is a problem that all of you, have experienced. And I can't even afford to buy the second rank 13 B-17, let alone the rank 14 B-17. So there's that. But I haven't been busy. As you can see, I'm at rank 13 with the Germans, so I have my Bf-109 G6, which is nice. Can't afford to buy the HS-129, of course. Or the Dornier 217E4. The Russians, I've made it to rank 11 with the Russians. So, and I feel quite cheated here, because I reached rank 11 with the Russians, got my LA5FN, and now they've just made it rank 9. So, can I have my money back, please? No. Well, alright, never mind. Brits, yeah, reached rank 17 with the Brits, and just stopped. Didn't see the point in going any further, because I hate jets, so And the Japanese, there's some changes to the Japanese. Definitely some changes to the Japanese. I've just made it a rank 12, so I've got my A6 M5 Ryzen. Oh, lovely aircraft. Lovely aircraft. But what else is new here? Well, there's a whole lot that's changed. And the obvious stuff we'll cover first by looking at the tech trees. So you can see each nation has a new rank 1 premium aircraft named after a famous national fighter race. So here we've got Hagiri's A5M4. The British have Tuck's Gladiator Mark II. The Russians have Zhukovsky's I-153M. The Germans, actually it's Italian, Marcolin's CR42CN. And the Americans have Thatcher's F2A1 Buffalo. Thatch, actually, was an American air combat ace, but he's most famous for inventing the Thatch weave. You may have heard of it. It's actually, if you've ever flown with a wingman, it's probably a manoeuvre that you've pulled without realising what it was called. I've certainly found myself doing it in other videos, and people pointed out, Jingles, you were doing a Thatch weave. I was like, oh, what's that? Yeah. This is the guy who invented the manoeuvre. So, now, what you can do, because there's one for every nation, in patch 1.31, you can pick one of them for free. That's the information I have. So I think, and you know, and they all look, they've got, for example, if you have a look at them, they've all got unique paint skins. Now the British one looks pretty boring, but if we go to the Japanese and have a look at Hagiri's A5M4, unique paint jobs, which you can only get on these premium aircraft. So, having said that, Zhukovsky's I-153 looks very, very similar to one of the existing Russian biplanes. But I like that paint job. Marcolin's CR42. Oops, didn't want to do that. Night Fighter colours. And if we have a look at the very nicely painted Thatcher's Brewster Buffalo, you can see what that looks like. It's even got Felix the cat on the side. So, I have heard that the first one of these that you buy, you get for free. So I'm going to put that to the test by buying this Brewster Buffalo. It says here it's going to cost me 250 Eagles. So, have I been lied to? Let's find out. Yeah, it did actually cost me 250 Eagles. So, yeah. Somebody actually sent me a PM here saying, where is it? Yeah, which plane did you choose for the free premium rank 1? There was nothing free about it, mate. So, I don't know what's going on there. Some people have said, yeah, the first one that you choose, you get for free. Well, I obviously didn't. So, but I don't regret it because, yay, you know, another rank 1 premium. Always fun to fly. So we'll give that a go later. While we're here, you may have noticed this is new. So camouflage, if you've unlocked any, which obviously I haven't because I've just bought it and haven't flown it yet, you can choose from here. In fact, let's go and find something that I do have substantial amounts of camouflage unlocked for. Like my Kitty Hawk, the P40. So, there we go. Let's check it out in the hangar. Camouflage. So, currently it's 94th Squadron Royal Air Force from Libya in 1942. And all of the camouflages that you have unlocked are here. So there's your bog standard default. Hi, I'm a P40. 112th Squadron Royal Air Force. Yes, it's the one with gay on the side. I know. Stop sniggering at the back. The Flying Tigers. And 94th Squadron Royal Air Force Libya. And here is the new, I mean, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 different decal choices, and it tells you which decals you have mounted on. Check how it now sorts out the decals. And it's telling me Royal Air Force Roundel, not available for the current country, which is kind of bizarre because I know the Royal Air Force flew Kitty Hawks. There's one of them. Royal Australian Air Force Roundel, same. So ones that aren't available to the current aircraft are, you've got the locked icon. And here you go. A much better way of allowing you to choose between the decals available for your aircraft. See, and this is bizarre. These are Axis emblems, which I'm allowed to put on. So I'm allowed to put German emblems on, but I'm not allowed to put British or Australian emblems on this aircraft, even though the Brits and the Australians flew this aircraft, which is kind of bizarre, but it is what it is. But a lot of the things that have come in patch 1.31 are interface streamlining like this. So you can see all of the victory marks you've unlocked, various different nations unlocks, and so on and so on and so on. It's all there. So that's new, and that's good to see. There are some new changes as well to various aircraft. Modifications. Let's just pick a bomber. Now this is mentioned in the patch notes. Some of you may have missed it, however. The B-17E Flying Fortress. Heavy bombers. Well, British and American heavy bombers only. There is a new modification available. Right there. Splinter-proof vests. Partially protects the crew from fragmentation effects of flak and aerial shells. So basically it's crew protection from AAA, from Arty, and from the high explosive fragmentation shells of fighters. So there's that. That is new. That's basically only available for the B-17s, the B-17G, the B-24 Liberator, and the Lancaster. It's 4-engined heavy bombers, British and Americans only. The Japanese, I'm afraid, even though they have 4-engined heavy bombers, I don't believe it's a modification available for their crews. I'm pretty sure it's just British and American. So let's have a look. Yeah, British and American only. So what else is new in the tech trees themselves? Well, aside from these new Rank 1 aircraft premiums that are available to everybody, there are quite a substantial number of new aircraft in the game. And existing aircraft have got new flight and damage models. In particular, this thing finally has a proper flight model, allegedly. I haven't flown it yet. I literally haven't flown anything yet. I've just logged into the game, downloaded the patch, updated, logged into the game, and just been browsing through the hangar and the various different menu screens. So apparently this thing and the gift version both now actually have a proper damage and flight model. So interesting to see what's happened there. But there are three new premium aircraft in the American line. We've looked at the Buffalo already. There's this thing here. You may have seen videos of this already on YouTube. The XP-55 Ascender. Weird aircraft. Apparently it was a pile of garbage in real life. No idea what it's like in War Thunder. However, well armed. 2 20mm cannons, 2 50 caliber machine guns, and they're all mounted in the nose. Which is a radical departure for American aircraft that aren't Airacobras. So that's going to be interesting and possibly a popular choice. The other one is this thing here, the XP-50. It will set you back 2,200 lions. It's a rank 14 heavy fighter, and again, it's twin engine, so all of the weapons are mounted in the nose. And this thing is fast. This thing will do 681 kilometers per hour. The turn time looks pretty good as well. That's pretty good for a heavy fighter. And again, 2 20mm cannons, 2 50 caliber machine guns. Good amount of ammo for the machine guns as well. And they're all mounted in the nose, so you don't really need to worry so much about shot convergence as you do with wing-mounted machine guns. You're trying to figure out what's the optimal range to make the shots meet on the target. Well, nose-mounted guns, not such an issue. So those are the new Americans. The Germans, maybe I'm just being really blind. I don't think I've spotted anything new in the German tech tree other than that rank 1 premium CR42. If I have missed something, I guarantee that 60% of the comments to this video will be pointing it out, because that's the way the internet works. Going to leave the Russians till last, because there's been substantial additions, as I'm sure you're aware, to the Russian tech tree. But aside from the rank 1 premium Japanese, there have been some pretty substantial additions to the Japanese tech tree as well. There's this entire new line of heavy fighters, so let's take a look at them. Reminds me kind of the HS-129 that the Germans have. It's, there you go, heavy fighter. It's surprisingly well armed as well. This thing is only rank 4, I think. Let me just double check that. Yeah, rank 4, 5, 6 and 7. And at rank 4, you've got a turret, a 20mm cannon, and 2 50 caliber machine guns. That's a well-armed little aircraft. It's kind of like the Japanese version of the Bf-110, I suppose. And you get one of these every time you go up a level between rank 4 and 7. So, and they're all pretty much similar. 20mm cannon. Oh, check that one out. Holy cow, look at that. This thing, rank 5, gets a 37mm cannon. Now, it only gets 16 shots. But it gets a 37mm cannon. I think we're going to see a lot of these flying around in historical and arcade battles. Let's say this is interesting, actually. Let's have a look at the rank 6. Rank 6 gets 37mm cannon. That's kind of interesting. You go up from rank 4 to 5 and you lose. I mean, the rank 4 has... Sorry, the rank 5 has 2 cannons, 20mm and 37mm. The rank 6 only has 1 37mm. And it even has less ammo than the 37mm on the rank 5. So what is the point? It's got a turret. That one also has a turret. Same amount of ammo. 545. It does the same speed. I don't see the point in buying this thing. Maybe I'm missing something really, really obvious. Turn time, the same. Rate of climb, the same. It just costs more to buy and train and isn't as good. Oh well. What about the rank 7? Again, almost exactly the same as the rank 5. Just... oh, I'm not sure about this. We shall have to see if these are just placeholders or whether they're actually going to change them. But things like the armament on the aircraft generally doesn't really change that much. Flight model changes, damage model changes, but the actual weapons installed, that's kind of bizarre. The stats are exactly the same. 2.11 kilograms per second. This goes down to 1.22 kilos per second. So you get a rank 5, and that really does look like the sweet spot in the Japanese heavy fighter line so far. Rank 4, not bad. You know, getting a 20mm cannon at rank 4 is not bad. You go up to rank 5, you get a 20mm and a 37mm cannon. Rank 6, exactly the same stats, but half as well armed. Rank 7, exactly the same stats as the rank 5. It just costs 4 times as much to buy and train the crew. So, don't really see the point. Rank 4, great stuff. Rank 5, great stuff. Rank 6, more of the same. Rank 7, more of the same. In fact, rank 6, more of the same, but not as good. So, yeah, I think rank 5 and 4, we're going to be seeing a lot of these flying around in arcade battles. Possibly not historical. Very, very, very limited ammo load. But in arcade battles, yeah, I think you're going to be seeing a lot of these things. So those are nice. The Brits, nothing new. Haven't spotted a single thing new other than the rank 1 premium gladiator. The Russians, where do we start? Well, they've got that rank 1 premium, Zhukovsky's I-153. Okay, but there's been lots and lots of changes. New aircraft, several new aircraft actually. We'll start. The Yak 3 is... no, the Yak 3 has always been rank 10, I think. The Yak 9T has dropped down to rank 8. I'm not sure why. There's a new aircraft here, the Yak 9P. Oh, there's going to be tears about this thing. There really is. There it is. It's a good looking aircraft. And it comes with 3 20mm cannons. So no 37mm cannon. But it gets 3 20mm cannons. And they're all nose mounted. So that's going to be nasty. But what people are up in arms over this thing for are the modifications available for it. You can add 23mm and 37mm cannons as XP bought upgrades. Oh no, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes, so that's the new aircraft that everybody hates, I think. I mean, the Yak 9T is going to be tearing it up at even lower tiers than it already was. I've no idea why they felt that thing was... What, was the Yak 9T really underperforming at its existing rank that they had to drop it down a tier? I don't understand the reasoning behind that one. This thing, at rank 14, Well, it's the same rank as the Focke-Wulf D13 Dora. So, yeah, we shall have to see how that pans out. I think it actually gets a pretty good ammo load as well, so I think that is going to do really well in historical battles, but it's just going to tear it up in arcade as well. Also, even more new stuff, the Yak 15P. There's a bizarre looking aircraft with the turbojet mounted under the nose. Doesn't look very good. It's got 123mm cannon with 60 rounds of ammunition. That's it. But it's a jet, and it's ranked 16. So, yes, interesting. We shall have to see how well that does. But I don't anticipate that. Certainly, you wouldn't want to be flying that thing in a historical battle when you have to land every time you fired 60 shots. That would just be... I can't see it being that popular. But the starter jets, of which that definitely is, are not that good at all. I mean, it's no big secret that the Meteor F3 and the Sea Meteor F3 are not particularly good. Also, the Germans, what do they get? Where is it? Well, I don't know. I've never actually flown the thing, but the HE-162A2, I see people doing reasonably well with that. It's well armed. It's got two 20mm cannons. It's still fast. I don't know. But that thing just doesn't look very good. It's not that fast. 755 kph. I mean, it's... The thing about jets is these early turbojets didn't react very quickly to throttle changes. So it takes time to get up to that speed, and it's not that fast in the first place. So I can't see that being very popular. Other changes, other new Russian aircraft, the MiG-315, sitting down here at rank 4. It's armed with 3 machine guns, 2 7.62mm and 1 50 caliber. Yeah, it looks all right. It's pretty quick for a rank 4, 592 kph. Looks like it's going to be pretty agile. We'll have to give it a try out, see what it's like. That's not all, of course. We also have the Lag 366, a rank 6 version of the rank 3 Lag 335, and it looks like this. Doesn't look that different to the existing Lag. Whereas the existing Lag was mostly wooden construction, it looks like at least the front end around the engine cowling of this thing is metal. It seems to have more or less the same armament as the existing Lag 3. 20mm cannon and a 50 caliber machine gun. Pretty fast though, 591 kilometers per hour. It's significantly faster than the initial Lag 3, so we'll have to see how that works. The LA5FN, I'd like my money back for this if you don't mind, Gaijin. I just bought that thing at rank 11. Come back a week later after having flown it maybe twice, and suddenly it's rank 9. It's a third of the price that I paid for it. So yeah, money back please. It's not going to happen, is it? And again, what's going on? This is a 1943 aircraft, the LA5FN. What else do we have at rank 9? There we go. Well, rank 8, you've got the Spitfire Mark 5B. That's a 1941 aircraft. Why are they flying against each other? I don't understand what is going on with the Russian tech tree. It just does not make sense. And as if there weren't enough well, not LA5, you've got the LA7 here at rank 12 and a new LA7, the LA7B20, with 3 20mm cannons. And check this out, rear armour plate replacement. Increased rear armour, armoured glass replacement, just to increase the survivability of the pilot when the aircraft's getting shot at from behind. There's all sorts of things like that, and I definitely encourage you to go out and have a look at the tech tree and have a look at your existing aircraft and see what new modifications are available that you may already have unlocked and don't know about. So, the Russians. I don't really see anything else new in the Russian lineup, but I don't think they really need anything. They're a very, very well-developed nation. Speaking of other new things, if we were to pop up to... Where is it? Oh, here we go. Your pilot record. You'll notice that the streamlining to the UI. Here we go, achievements, challenges. It's just much simpler to see how far you are. If you're interested in tracking this sort of thing, you can see it's split up into ranks. Rank 1, 50 players of 50 killed. Rank 2, 421 of 500. And for rank 3 of this, I would need 2,000, and I've done 421. So, and split up by nation, obviously. And Australia gets a shout here as well. Italy as well for the Germans, and the USSR. So all of these challenges are here, and it tells you exactly what the rewards are and how far towards completion you are, which it didn't really do before. Medals, you can see here, as well as on the medal page itself. Skins, tells you exactly what you've unlocked and what you need to unlock. It's just a much, much better way of presenting it, whereas before it was a little slapdash and so on and so on. Same with the decals, what's unlocked, and your achievements down here. And they've split them up into, logical sections. So evolvement, as in how far along in the game you are. So you can see there. Crews, yes, I have spent a stupid amount of money on various crews. Although, again, this is kind of bugged. Crews owned, 6 of 10. No, that's bullshit. You start off with 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 extra crews I paid for the Russians alone. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, when this achievement was introduced, looking at the wrong part, it didn't take into account all of the crews that you had already bought. So for some people who, prior to the whole achievement system coming in, for some people who had already bought, there we go, another pop-up window, thank you, glad you love my vids, please leave me alone. For certain people who'd already, for example, bought a load of extra crew slots, first with credits, then with gold, then with even more gold, then with even more gold, they're never going to get that achievement. Purely because, there it is, Squadron Commander. They're never going to get that achievement because there aren't enough crew slots left for them to buy. As you can see, if I want to get it, I've got to buy another 4 crew slots. And it's going to cost me, look at that, I have to pay 1,200 gold per slot now. Same with the Germans, same with the Russians, same with the Brits, same with the Japanese. So that's going to cost me, what, 5,000 gold? What's the point? I should already have it. So that's a bit of a bug with the achievements. But the fact that they've actually arranged the achievements like this is good. It's just much easier to see what you've achieved and what you need to do to earn future achievements, if you care about that sort of thing. Skins and decals, obviously on display here, in the old way as well, but you can see it all now through the achievements tab, so that is also something new. Oh, almost forgot, there are another 2 new American aircraft down at tier 2 and 3. They're these things, the P-63, or P-36, sorry, Hawk. There's one at rank 2, and there's one at rank 3. There's the rank 3. It's not a bad little aircraft by the looks of it. Again, I've not flown any of these yet. It's armed with 1 50 caliber machine gun and 3 7.62mm machine guns. And it'll do 568 kilometers per hour. That's not bad. Not bad at all for a rank 3 aircraft. The rank 2 aircraft, which looks like that, is essentially the same thing. It's just 1 machine gun lighter. And again, 568 kph. Yeah, that's a fast little aircraft. It doesn't, looking at the stats of the, there we go, turning time 24.2. Just to put that into contrast for you, this heavy fighter, the XP50, has a turning time of 19.7. Twin engine heavy fighter. So it looks as if they're trying to educate you into the ways of boom and zoom and energy fighting very, very early on with the American line, because these things, with that kind of speed and that relatively bad maneuverability, these things are definitely going to be boom and zoom aircraft. So it's probably good that they're trying to steer you down into those sort of tactics relatively early on. There they are in the American fighter line. So there you go, 2 new American aircraft that I totally forgot to mention. What else? Oh yes, yeah, so this is new, although it probably comes about 5 or 6 months too late for me. This thing down here, invite a friend. If you mouse over it, invite your friends and get a reward. All invited players will receive 50 golden eagles when they log in for the first time. For each player that you've invited, you will gain 50,000 lions when your friend achieves 5th rank in any country's air forces, 100 golden eagles when your friend achieves 10th rank in any country's air forces, 500 golden eagles when your friend achieves 20th rank in any country's air forces. When 10 of your friends achieve 10th rank, you'll receive a unique crew slot in all air forces, so a free crew slot, and additional awards for invited players when they buy things with golden eagles, or when they buy golden eagles. So, if this had been around 5 or 6 months ago, I would have probably had 15,000 friends who played the game using my invitation code. But too little, too late. So I'm going to stick this code up on... There we go. There's my code. I'm going to stick that up on my War Thunder videos anyway. You never know your luck. See if I can get anything out of it. But you guys definitely... yeah, there you go. And it makes it easy for you. You can click there to post on your Facebook wall or send an email. It was just, taking the ball ache out of getting your friends to play. It's a shame, it's a real shame the squadrons aren't working yet, because that would have been absolutely ideal. Invite a friend and then send them an invite to join your squadron. But we're halfway there. It's just a nice little new feature, just making it easy, so you don't have to go out of your way to get people to play the game with you. So it's all good stuff. Well, time to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to jump into a quick arcade battle with the new American premium aircraft, the Rank 1, and try out the Hawk as well. So there it is, Thatcher's Buffalo. I imagine we're probably going to see a lot of these things flying around in this battle. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, doesn't roll particularly well. Doesn't roll terribly badly either. Get a bit of altitude here. Try and spot some enemies. That's one of the enemy pilots there. It's called Jingles. It's from Harry Harrison's science fiction novels, The Stainless Steel Rat, a futuristic thief. So many people have heard of him. Still haven't spotted a single... Oh, there we go. A Blenheim bomber. Okay. There he is, Jim the Grizz, the Stainless Steel Rat. Well done, man. Good for you, sir. I'm going to get shot down by this Blenheim, aren't I? I can see it coming. This thing climbs pretty well. But that Blenheim is definitely got the height advantage. Yeah, the gunners are opening up. And he's going faster than me, so let's nose down. Build up some speed. And see if we can have him. Try and stay below and behind him. He's racking up the ground kills. Taking some catching. Let's not stay focused on him though. Keep our eyes open. I'm going to spend half the game chasing after this guy. Typical arcade battle. Right, he's going into a dive. in watts yet. Optimal range now. Try and catch him. Lenham's are quick in the dive. He's done well. Not sure he's done well enough. Guns are empty. Guns empty again. Somebody else is going to get a kill. See it coming. Yep. Oh no. Oh, that's interesting. I got the kill. Didn't expect that. Heard that little Russian coming in, hosing him down with his 4 machine guns, and I was still awarded the kill. That would be very, very welcome news if that's a new feature. Be interesting to find out whether or not that was because I did the most damage to him, so it gave me the kill. That's certainly something that, if that's the case, that's very, very welcome. He's going down, yeah. Fury, I don't know. Time to meet you somewhere else. No. Nah. Oh, that's interesting as well. Player credited for shot down. Okay, we're going to have to keep an eye on this and see if this is in fact... Let's try the Hawk, another new aircraft. And see if this is in fact awarding credit for the kill to the person that does the most damage to the aircraft, because that would be an incredibly welcome new feature. Now remember, this thing doesn't turn very well, but it is very fast, so I'm going to have to try the boom and zoom. It's difficult using proper boom and zoom tactics in arcade because everybody's flight models are so generous. See how this thing rolls. Oh, that's bad. Look at the roll rate of this thing. That's not good at all. Right. That's actually a good thing, because it teaches you to use these things as boom and zoom aircraft early on. Gets you used to flying the American fighters properly. Unfortunately, it makes things very difficult down here at low tier. Type 80 Ishak. No, I'm not going to try and get him with turn and fight with That would be very, very silly. On the other hand, it loops incredibly well. Difficult to keep the nose pointed at a target though. For a small fighter, it's very, very heavy. Look at that. That's impressive. And I'm being shot at by... No, it's a hurricane. I thought I was being shot at by friendlies, no? Really? We've got to go through this again? There's two of them on him. Can they not? There's nobody capable of shooting this guy off, my side. Thank you. Yeah, make it easy for your team to get the kill. Your team will get the kill. If they're any good. I am quite impressed with the performance of this little thing. I mean, it doesn't turn very well. The roll rate is bad. But it loops. It manoeuvres in the vertical very, very well indeed. I can see this thing being a lot of fun in low-tier historical battles. That's how you do it. If somebody gets on your 6 with this thing, you just go vertical, loop round on him. There's Jimmy the Grizz again. I don't think I've actually hit anything flying this thing, but... Yay! Scored some hits. Wow. Did that guy actually land for a second? He seemed to go into the ground. That was interesting. Yeah, I like this aircraft. I have to say, I do like this aircraft. It's, I'm just going to reload the guns. Bring it around. In fact, look at that. Look at how quickly it flips over. Guns back up. This is a really good training aircraft for the American flying style. The fact that you can do that, because it going into the vertical obviously grants you the energy advantage over whatever you're... Need to be careful here. Another assist. That's how you get round on enemy aircraft. There's none of this trying to loop. Yeah, I like this thing. I definitely like this thing. I think it's a great little plane. Let's try my my Buffalo. Or one of my other Buffaloes. Not doing particularly well, but I do like that new aircraft. It's a perfect training vehicle for American pilots in this game. The way it flies, it doesn't turn very well, it rolls horribly, but it pulls a loop like you would not believe. Nothing like the Buffalo with a pea shooter. Wow. There's not many of them left. Whoa, check that guy. P-War. He's Nimrod. 10 kills. Where is he? There he is, at the back. Okay, he's dangerous. So we need to kill him. Oh, the Ardenok there is pretty damn good as well. Okay, this guy's dangerous, so let's not underestimate him. He's going for the A5. Alright. Oh, he's doomed. I mean, he's done well, but there's just too many of us now. Look at that. That was a ram, and he was the last one alive. Well, that's a real shame. I was hoping for a better... I mean, I had fun. I was hoping for a bit more of a fight from the enemy team. Let me put all of these low-tier aircrafters, but our team was just... They really only had one guy who was good. Oh, wow, this is all new. This is all new. Check this out. What the hell is this? Oh. New stuff, patch 1.31. This is a lot more professional, I must say. I mean, oh, check that out. We had, yeah, that's a real shame. Now, this guy put up a hell of a fight. 10 kills with only 2 deaths. Good pilot. But unfortunately, he was the only good pilot on his entire team. I certainly didn't do very well in that. I had fun doing it, though. Getting used to those new aircraft. I like them a lot. But we just had more good and better than average pilots than the enemy team did. And they ran out of aircraft long before we did. So, yeah, that's good. You once you passed this screen previously and you moved on to that screen, that was it. You couldn't go back. But that's interesting to see. The whole patch 1.31 experience, aside from these really annoying private message pop-ups, which is, to be fair, is only going to really affect, you know, popular YouTubers like myself. The vast majority of people aren't going to give a toss, and it's actually going to be a good feature. Personally, I'd like to find the name of the guy who decided to implement that in the game and go around and stab his eyes out. But, you know, majority of people aren't going to care. But the patch 1.31 experience so far just seems to be streamlining everything, polishing the presentation. The presentation and the way the UI has been streamlined is second to none. It's top notch. It's very, very, very good. It's looking more and more like a AAA title with each new patch that comes out. I personally can't wait for the implementation of Squadrons, which is coming soon, and see what they're going to do to the research trees. Specifically the prices of the aircraft, because look at that. Okay, you expect a level 18 jet to be expensive. That's 1.7 million credits. Okay, yeah, fine, fair enough. You do not expect a rank 14 twin-engined attack aircraft to cost nearly 1 million credits. That's just absurd. God, sorry about all these PMs that keep popping up. There is absolutely nothing I can do about it. They're still too expensive, and in fact, let's have a look. How much? Bear in mind that was only a maximum rank 2 battle that I was in, so you shouldn't expect to earn. Oh, what's this? Award reimbursement. Oh, brilliant! Check that out. Earlier on, I was talking about the rumor that your first premium rank 1 aircraft that you buy of these new ones, named after the various different national aces, was free. And then I bought it and it charged me 250 Eagles. So I thought, great, yeah, free, my ass. No, it is. It is definitely free. There it is, right there. Award reimbursement, 250 Eagles. So, hey, it's good stuff. How do we do in that battle? There we go. 5,700. Okay. However, what you have to bear in mind is the reward bonuses for these low-tier aircraft, they actually penalise you. That's 40% instead of the full 100% of credits that I should have been earning. The Buffalo is only 20%. The Hawk, 30%. What else did I fly? That's pretty much it. Only flew 3 aircraft. So, even so, how much did I earn? 5,700 Eagles. So if it's difficult to work out here without, you know, being good at maths or having a calculator, but we're probably talking about, for 2 kills in a medium rank game, anything between 20, 30,000 credits. It's going to take you a long, long time to earn the amount of cash that you need to research, for example. That. Or that. And these are only rank 11. So I'm particularly waiting to see what happens after the next 2 weeks are up and Gaijin have collected the data that they need to analyse. Oh, I appear to have received an email. What they're going to do with the prices of the aircraft. Once they've had a look at how the new damage models and flight models are affecting the way the economy of the game operates. And I'm looking forward to cheaper aircraft in future. And they don't have to make them that much cheaper, but they definitely do need to make them cheaper. So, patch 1.31, War Thunder. I like it. I do like it. Like it a lot. There's one massively annoying feature, which is probably only really going to annoy me and nobody else. So I can't really complain too much about that, even though I will, because I'm me. And generally speaking, I'm a massive fan of what they've done. New maps, new weather effects, new graphics. They've streamlined the interface. They've polished, added tons of polish to existing features. You've got this fantastic new garage screen. It's enormously pretty. Everything just seems more and more like a AAA, multi-million-dollar budget, massive publisher title. Very, very impressed with what they've done, and definitely looking forward to the future mini patches that are going to happen over the course of the next few weeks as they refine and add to what they've done in patch 1.31. As always, folks, watch your 6, and I'll catch you next time.